Hey guys, welcome back. DripCoach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. Let's dive in. So in today's video, we're going to be kind of stealing a phrase from Mistaphi, rethinking Bitcoin, because I have been thinking a lot about it. And I got some other videos I want to cover on it, because my thought process is coming from those that I feel are far smarter and educated in this space. Your Max Kaisers, your Raoul Pauls, your Michael Saylors, all this other stuff, right? But in this video, I actually want to do a test, because we all know we got into crypto. First you hear about maybe Bitcoin or meme coin. It's probably Bitcoin first. Then you see the price of it and you're like, I can't afford that. And then you start going down the rabbit hole, figuring out what other crypto assets are out there. Then you learn about Ethereum, then you learn about other layer twos, and then you learn about DeFi, blah, 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 right? At the end of the day, we're all here trying to make money. And that's where this term degen comes from, because all of a sudden there's these degenerate plays of meme coins and all sorts of just tokens that could possibly, shoot to the moon overnight. And so we get attracted to those high APRs or the typical daily dividends, whatever the case may be. But I wanted to kind of rethink that and be like, okay, what is a degen yield? Like, what are you expecting to get? Is it double your money in 1 year? Is it double your money in 6 months, 3 months, whatever? Well, that's where I want to put this to the test. And that's what Mistaphi has actually done in his video. He's got this series, Poor Man's Guide to Acquiring Wealth, where he started with a $50 deposit, basically the minimum that the site requires at 0.0007 Bitcoin. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing with another wallet, because I got money sitting on Coinbase. It's not going to be the $50. It's going to be about 150 or so, something like that. And I want to actually see how quickly can I double that using the credits in the system by only making that one deposit. And of course, the fastest way would be to kind of like dollar cost average, like I told you guys, like once a month, adding a little more Bitcoin to your wallet in the system. So I can't use this one, because I've already got this litmus test going for this one that I added credits to, and I have like 2,000 and some change. So I'm going to literally start another wallet with the money I was going to send here, but instead send it to, a completely empty wallet here. So this is one that I had done originally when I was first testing out the system, but yeah, it's pretty much got nothing in it. So this doesn't count. So what I'm going to look at and show you guys so that we can look at this in real time. Again, I have $174, the DCA that I do through Coinbase. We're gonna transfer this out, and the goal, again, this is the main thing I want to focus on. The goal is to double this number, not this. This doesn't matter. Remember, the whole point of this and me focusing now on Bitcoin and getting away from the degen stuff is accumulating the one asset we know is going to be there and trying to find ways to maximize its potential. So I want to see this value get doubled in the shortest amount of time possible. During that time, of course, BTC could be going up, but it could also be going down. It could be trading sideways. So we're not going to wrap ourselves up in worrying about the dollar value. That's going to come in another video where Max Kaiser talks about all this stuff, but we're going to just see what it does from the Bitcoin side, the actual stacking sats. That is the goal. Stack sats or satoshis. Satoshis are pieces of Bitcoin, right? So you should be stacking sats. So right now we got this 175. We're going to see what that is in sats. This is the wallet. Make sure, double check that. Don't want to be sending that to one of you guys or something. But I'm quite certain, because I only have so many wallets I use on Coinbase. So that's the R6 into UT. Yes, that is it. We're gonna go max, preview, send. And I saw before on Coinbase it was like $20, but looks like now it is only $2.24. So that is definitely worth this. And I'm gonna screenshot this. All right, no network fees with USDC, blah, blah, blah. So there's what I sent. We're going to view the details, and I'll be putting this in a spreadsheet. And that's got the price of Bitcoin and all that stuff. So that again is not bad. I know you guys keep complaining about the price of Bitcoin and all this other stuff. I don't know what you guys are doing, because I've showed you multiple times now through Coinbase and through Binance where it's been fractions of a percent based off the volume. If you're trying to send $10, then yes, stop trying to send $10, save it up and send a larger amount. But anything over $100, if the mempool is at a decent rate, which right now it is sitting at 14 satoshis per virtual byte, like there's no issues. So you guys just need to be a little more patient, or I don't know what the issue is, but Coinbase and Binance, top 2 exchanges, and no problems for me in regards to getting cheap fees. So let me put this all on a spreadsheet, pause it, and I'll be right back, and then show you guys what I'm going to be doing. All right, so we got that transaction documented, and I'm calling this my May low budget. So I still got the other wallet, but I really have a feeling this can be probably the best opportunity for people on a budget. And that's what everybody got into the drip was on for the most part. There were a few whales that got in and made significant gains, but for the most part, like I said, a lot of you follow in my same footsteps or come from the same path. You have a decent job and you're looking to improve your current lifestyle. So you're looking at passive income streams or trying to find ways to invest where you can, go on a vacation, whatever the case may be. So that being said, you don't have a lot to throw around, but you're trying to make that little bit do a lot. So I think, again, that BTC is just going to be the best. And I don't believe you'll see another video like what Mike Kaiser says and what Michael Saylor says, that everything else goes to zero against Bitcoin. But there is something to be said about focusing on this asset first and letting that be the solid foundation of your portfolio, and then thinking of everything else literally as gambling, as Macau or as Vegas or Reno or scratch offs at your local gas station, like whatever. That should be what you do with the rest of this stuff. Yeah, you might get lucky, but of the one that gets lucky, it took 1,000 people that got wrecked to pay that lucky one. So I beat that horse enough. But anyway, I will have to update this whenever it shows up on the drip to BTC side. And this should be done or pending. And it said 30 minutes. Let me make sure that actually went through. Maybe I didn't actually complete that transfer on Coinbase, because to be honest, I don't remember doing all this, because it's still showing here. Okay, it is pending, so it is there. And you see, I just do $50 depending on the price of Bitcoin. So that's what my DCA is. What was I going to get at? So yeah, the reason I wanted to do this is because, like I said, most of us are trying to turn a little into a lot. And that got me to looking at what is a lot in TradFi. So these are the best stocks by 1 year performance. So over the last year, as of May 24, top 20 best performing stocks. Now, if you held some of these way back when, like I watched a video, I think they said with Apple and Amazon and Cisco, if you would have gotten those, right when they started, they're up 4,800% or something crazy like that. But anyway, over a year, this is the best that the stock market has produced. And I already averaged all these out. This one outlier up here is 600%. And the average is about 105, 102%, I think it was. 121%, just so you can see the data. So if 121% in the course of a year is amazing that you would do in the stock market, because these are the best, and chances are, you didn't get in all of these or whatever, right? So this would be an average of the best. So we would consider this a win if you got 121% in the stock market. So using that as a litmus test, if you can double your BTC in a year, or we'll do half. So, because we are in DeFi, right? And this is supposed to be a better performing asset than TradFi. So if we can get our BTC to double in 6 months, to me, that would justify DGen yields. So whatever value I end up here, that's the goal I'm going to do on this wallet with the updates, is to see if by purchasing credits and not depositing anything else, just making the Bitcoin work for me by utilizing the marketplace and letting the credits convert back into Bitcoin, if I can double this in 6 months or less. I actually have a feeling it could be done in 3 months. And if it's done in 3 months, that is actually a 0.75% compounded daily interest that you would generate. So it's almost what we had in Drip. So just think about that. Let that sit in. I put up here 123, so we can change this to the 170 that I'll have, but it won't matter because I already tested the interest rates. But just think about that logically. We all got into Drip. That's how my channel got started, because we were excited about 1% compound interest per day. That's 365% per year. And if you compound, it's more than that, right? Same thing with this, if it was compounded, but at just a daily interest rate, not compounded, you are able to double your investment in right at about 3 months. So if my thesis is correct, playing the marketplace accordingly, we will be able to double the BTC amount, not the USD value. That doesn't matter. I want you to get that in your head. That is not the litmus test I'm running. I am only looking to double the available amount of BTC here. And I actually mean here, not in credits. So at the 90-day mark, I want 0 credits and everything over here, or this by itself to be a doubled amount of credits and me still having some over here, which means I exceeded my expectations. So can this be done in 90 days or less? Or similar to the expected Drip payout, which was 120 days, and similar to the litmus test I was doing with DripX for the 120 days. So that seems to be the bar, 120 days, 4 months. So I'll probably set it there. And if we can double our BTC in 4 months, then to me, this checks all the degen yield expectations, but instead in an asset that is guaranteed to price appreciate over the long term of at least 4 years. Whereas everything else, historically, you have no idea where it's going to be. So let me pause this and wait for this to show up in my wallet. Just a quick update. This is still going. It's at 52 minutes, so definitely not 30. But this is kind of the price you pay for getting cheap sats per virtual byte. It looks like what Coinbase did is lumped a bunch of transactions together. So they paid $14 and they had, 25 transactions, and then they only paid $14 for that. So these have not settled yet or been confirmed. And it said it paid 40% more. So it would have been even cheaper than that, apparently. So we will check back in like another 30 minutes and see if this is finally confirmed. All right, this transaction finally confirmed. I don't remember when. I actually had internet issues at the place I was hanging out at to do some work, and so I had to pack up and head back home and didn't get a chance to check on this. But this right here made me want to share something with you guys that was also on my Telegram. This transaction paid 40% more in fees due to inefficiencies associated with older wallets. And by older wallets, it's these here that do not have the BC1 prefix. And that leads me to a comment that Orbison, a dev, was sharing with Paul, the developer. And Paul was asking about SegWit, natives, SegWit, and old addresses. He said, I created a paper wallet using bitaddress.org, so presumably I wouldn't be able to send this using the Bec32 address. And Orbison chimes in to explain more details. And it says, it's all dependent on the wallet. If you know Bitcoin scripting, you can create the wallet that handles that, or you can search for which wallets have that capability. Most modern wallets will have backward support, but older wallets will not have forward support. And this is the real question. But the question is, why use older supported deprecated types of addresses? You really should be using modern addresses since they have better UX and reduce strain on the blockchain. The more users that use modern Bitcoin addresses will help reduce the fees and cost overall. Blockchain space is limited resource. Modern addresses have a lower footprint on spaces, so more addresses can be packed into a Bitcoin block, keeping fees lower. So this literally in real time is exactly what happened. So my confirmation would have come through in 30 minutes, but there was these old wallets clogging up the network, adding inefficiencies to the network, causing it to pay 40% more in fees and add another, I don't know, 3x, 4x in time delays. So there's still a lot of education that needs to go on within the Bitcoin space, within the crypto space, and getting people to understand how they are part of the decentralization of this new network and what they can do to strengthen it. And add stability to it and make it more robust and quicker and things of that nature. So that was literally what happened in real time. And I'm just wanted to show you guys that, and that it's a common theme already, like in my Telegram, and I've seen it in the other videos, people complaining about the fees. Well, the fees are probably your own fault by having an address that is not more modern. So switch your wallet, get a new wallet, pay the one-time transfer to a new paper wallet, and then stop using the old one. Just like Orbison said here, why are you still using older wallets? You know, that is the question. So anyway, now I'm going to move to the amount showing up here. Now, as of this video, this should be fixed. I already addressed this with Mistaphi, but it appears as though something happened when I transferred the credits or transferred into this wallet. So when you look here, on-chain deposits, this is the last one. Amount received, that is the amount that I had here. This value says 171 to 0.29. Then after the fees, that's what that should come out to, 0.00291173. And that should be close to here after the fees are subtracted. And what happened though, and I don't know how this happened, it charged a deposit fee, rightfully so, and then it showed the net deposit. Now what should have happened is this deposit fee goes to the vault to help pay out the transfer from credits to Bitcoin, and then I should have received the equivalent of 18% in credits. Well, what you can see is that I did not receive those credits, and instead I got the Bitcoin straight up. So this I've already sent to Mistaphi, but I was recording this video, I want to show you guys, you know, how the strategy will play out. So unfortunately, this strategy is going to be a little inflated, because I no longer have to wait for that $17 or like $25. What actually was it? $31. I don't have to wait for that $31 to come out. I got it directly injected into my wallet. So that is clearly not sustainable for everybody else. And that's something that Mistaphi has probably already addressed by the time you see this video. But also that means that I will be ahead of the curve in regards to showing you this strategy play out in real time, because instead of me having to wait for these $31 to convert, I can use it right now in the marketplace. And that is what we're going to do, going to buy credits, because the thesis still has to go on, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do to change this back. So we'll just look at that as kind of a $31 bump, and I still gonna shoot for doubling the wallet, and we'll just say that, you know, that 31's a wash kind of thing, or whatever the case may be, because I should have those credits sitting here, 0.0005305 in credits, and then I should have the less 10% available in BTC. So what I'll do is not spend that 31, and then we just won't count it at the end of this hypothesis. But we're going to go over here to buy credits and take a look at what's available out here. Now, I was looking before at an option of, you know, doing multiple buys over the course of time, and then keeping that daily purchase so that you can get the higher rate. So for right now, I think I was gonna do $50 today, but I think I'm just gonna do maybe like 2 of these smaller $10 transactions right here, just to see what rate I get for one of these, because I have no rate at all right now. So I want to know what this rate looks like. We'll wait for that to update. All right, so my first purchase got me at 76 Satoshis per hour. That is not going to be much. What is that, 4 cents? So that is definitely not going to be enough to get this where I want it to be in that's $1 a day. So we will definitely have to up this quite a bit. Not too much, $1 a day actually. If we're looking at 100 days and I need $150, yeah, so I don't need this to be much now I think about it. So we're gonna go ahead and make another purchase. And remember, this rate changes, but I'm just showing you guys my thesis here in real time of how I am gonna go about this. And of course, if some better buys come through, we'll take a look at that. And I don't think the rate doubles, because remember, he mentioned that this is kind of a competitive game theory thing. So my rate's not going to go from 76 to 152 just because I made another equivalent purchase. It's all based off of what's going on in the marketplace. If nobody makes a buy and you're the only one that day, then you could have the most available for that time. So it went close, it went to 132. So we will add these two to the spreadsheet. All right, so I have my 2 purchases here. That's showing up 5.2. So it's great litmus test. Literally kind of started at the beginning of the month, 1 day off, and 2 purchases for 17.1% discount, and that's about $18.50 in total. But I only paid just over $15, and then we will see how this compares. So what I'm doing, remember, the goal is to increase this. I want to basically get this number to match the, let's go here, it'd be easier. Not the credits, actually, I want the credits converted in total, but here was the net deposit. So after everything was the fees and everything, I want to double this amount, and double, basically I want the credits gained down here to equal that amount. That's what I deposited after the fees. So right now I am 11% of the way towards that goal based off these 2 purchases. So I will continue to monitor this and see how long. My thesis again, 100 days, 90 days, somewhere in there, that covered at 120 at the 1% daily that Drip was doing, and then check on this so that I can verifiably say that these are degen yields that everyone can participate in, and it will show that this is something that is sustainable and again tied to the king of crypto, rather than YOLOing into some degen meme coin that will ultimately most likely go to zero. So far you're seeing this in real time minus that hiccup. So we're just going to subtract that. And also this is different because by the time you see this video, this will probably be 5%. So I got in on a good opportunity, but remember it was 15. But regardless, I believe the name of the game is getting these credits to convert faster. That's what I really want. I want the credits to come out, because not your keys, not your crypto. So I'd much rather have the credits paid out faster and I own them versus having higher yields that I cannot control, basically. So right now we're doing 8 cents a day, basically double what I had before. But let's just look at the math. So that's $1.92. Then we got that divided by 18.39. Oops, 18.39 divided by $1.32. So we'll check back at this on 2 weeks, basically. And then I will make another purchase in here after that has paid out. And then maybe in that purchase, I'll do a double, essentially, of what I did do, just to do some compare and contrast. So this is my Poor Man's wallet strategy, similar to what Mistaphi did, but also it's kind of a call to arms to those that are out there gambling to actually do your gambling in a more safe, controlled manner with an asset that you have guaranteed price appreciation. And again, the only risk is the platform risk. But if you're taking your profits off the table, so to speak, and not having too much accumulating in here, then I think there's little to no risk at all, because Bitcoin's not going to zero. But some of these other degen shit coins that we get into most likely are. All right, that's all I got. Smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.